May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from. May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wassalatu wassalamu ala khatamin nabiyyin amma ba'd fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim bismillahir rahmanir rahim as-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah
الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله
wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah
وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله
as-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Nabiyallah
الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله
wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nurallah.
وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله.
Before we move on towards some of the questions that we've received, I'd like to mention one of the blessings of reciting Durood and Salam upon the best of creation, Sallallahu Ta'ala Alaihi Wasallam. My Master Sallallahu Ta'ala Alaihi Wasallam has said that whoever recites Salat upon me 1,000 times a day, he will not die until he sees his place in Jannah, i.e. in paradise. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So we'll just go on to some of the messages that we've received already. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If anyone has had a stroke and their face has drooped on one side, what spiritual cure can we do? Please let me know, and also if there is any tawizat available for this as well. May Allah grant them complete cure, grant them cure from this illness, grant them patience as well upon this illness, and elevate their ranks and reward them for this patience as well. Inshallah, the brothers will give us a spiritual cure in regards to this, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am always feeling scared. I have fear in my heart. Can you give me a spiritual cure so that I may get rid of this fear? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have a spot in my eye. Can you please suggest a spiritual cure for this, and also make dua for me and my family? Allah Azza wa Jal make things easy for you, remove this issue that you've just mentioned. Inshallah, the brothers will give us a spiritual cure in regards to this. So have a pen and paper ready just in case. Sometimes it's something very simple and you may not need to note it down, but sometimes it could be something a little bit lengthy. Maybe it's an ayah of the Quran, and then maybe you're not able to write the whole ayah down, but at least you can write the reference, and then you can get back to it and find it in the Quran Pak, and it makes it easy for you. And then maybe take a screenshot from the Quran Pak, so then you've got it in your phone, etc. And then it makes it easier for you to read. May Allah will grant you a cure from this, grant you good health, you patience as well, and reward you, inshallah, upon that patience as well. Technical team, if the call is ready, if you can have that now, if you don't mind.
Please can I have a wazifa or a cure for lower back pains and sciatica? Jazakallah khair.
Lower back pain. Okay, so our brothers is called in requesting a spiritual cure in regards to lower back pain. Inshallah, may Allah will grant you cure from this. Sciatica is such a pain which is unbearable. I know somebody who actually suffered with it, it was quite lengthy. For those of you who don't understand, it's like a nerve pain, and it's usually down the leg and linking onto your lower back. But yet, inshallah, the brothers will give us something for this.
So the brother asked regarding stroke and the face dropping down to one side. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant them cure. And if anyone else, any other Muslims, they have this illness, may Allah Azza wa Jal grant them cure as well. To protect yourself from having a stroke, there is a very good spiritual cure, inshallah Azza wa Jal. I'll mention. If you recite Ya Allahu 100 times every night before going to sleep, inshallah Azza wa Jal, you'll be protected from stroke. So every night before going to sleep, Ya Allahu 100 times, inshallah Azza wa Jal, that will protect you from stroke. And if someone is unable to recite this Ya Allahu 100 times before going to sleep, then there is another spiritual cure for this. on a brand new plate, get a plate and write La ilaha illallah 11 times, and then put water in and drink that. So a new plate, write La ilaha illallah on it 11 times, and then drink the water from it. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, the patient would be cured from stroke. And if the patient himself can't write this, he can ask someone else to write this as well. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant the patient cure from stroke.
SubhanAllah, mashallah, beautiful wazifa for prevention of stroke as well as a cure as well. SubhanAllah. So you mentioned, Usman Bhai, you mentioned in regards to a new plate. So, okay, that's clear, that's new plate, but what material does the plate need to be? Can it be plastic, like these disposable card plates you can get? Maybe
like a ceramic plate would be good in this regard. So I think mainly any plate would do with La ilaha illallah on it.
SubhanAllah. So the plate, as long as it's new, it can be of made. So it can be metal, it can be plastic, anything. Glass, anything. Okay, SubhanAllah.
Somebody's having an issue on the scared, and they probably scared in the night or when they are alone, then scared, obviously, but hopefully Allah Ta'ala protect them. If you want to get rid of this fear and wants to become a brave, firstly, you need to stay in the state of ablution all the time, inshallah. Try to obviously stay in the wuzu. Hopefully with that, inshallah, you will become a brave as well, inshallah. With this, your self-confidence will grow and your fear will go. I will mention a spiritual cure. Daily you need to recite Ya Hafidhu, Ya Hafidhu, Ya Hafidhu 6 times. Inshallah, your fear will be gone. Next one, I said somebody's have eye issues. This is I'm going to tell that it's really dangerous as well for the person who have a spot in the eyes. Sometimes they get scared more because if you have a spot in your eyes, professionally, but they recommend that don't rub the eyes, because sometimes obviously when we have a little bit issues, we try to rub our eyes with the hand. So do not rub the eyes, because that's really dangerous for your eyes. If you have a support under your eye, then recite the 3rd kalima 3 times before and after Durud Pak, and blow on your index finger. Blow on the finger, lightly rub on that place. Inshallah, your spot will go away, your eye will be cured, inshallah.
I just mentioned in regards to that people are scared. As my eye is such a sensitive thing. If if maybe like the eyelash or something breaks, or even a speckle of dust goes into the eye, a person is in a very sensitive state, and he is tempted to rub and is trying to get it out. So it's just such a sensitive organ of the body. So then having actually a spot, I can't even imagine actually how a person would be able to cope. May Allah grant this brother who sent in the message patience, and then reward him upon that, because I can't even imagine having a spot on the eye and then not able, controlling yourself, that you don't touch it or you don't rub it. Because I think all of us have probably experienced this, that where your eyelash has broken in, maybe you've rubbed or something or whatever, but your eyelash has broken into your eye, and it's so tempting, and try to take it out, you're desperate, and you don't rest until you've completely taken it out. Allah will grant you cure from this as well. And alhamdulillah, Adil Bhai have given you a spiritual cure. Put this into practice, inshallah. This spot or this problem, this issue that you're facing, inshallah, will come to an end, inshallah. We had a call in regards to the lower back pain, inshallah.
May Allah first of all give this brother relief from this pain. May Allah grant him full cure from this pain. There is a good wazifa for pain in the body. So like general, any pain in the body, be it sciatica or anything else, this general wazifa, inshallah, would be very helpful. So not only just for the brother who asked, but anyone else who's listening, these kind of wazaif, which are general for any pains. So everyone should have a note of this, because every day, you would feel maybe pain somewhere. So pain in the body, this wazifa, if you know this wazifa, inshallah azza wa jal, it would be very beneficial. So the wazifa is after every salah, you recite this ayah 7 times. So the ayah that I will read, you read this ayah 7 times after every salah and perform dam. You blow on your hands and then rub the hands on the area of the pain. So wherever the pain is, rub your hands there, inshallah azza wa jal, the pain would reduce. So the ayah is, لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. So this ayah from Surah Hashr verse 21. So recite this 7 times after salah and then do dam on your hands and then place your hands on the area of the pain, inshallah azza wa jal, the pain would reduce.
Subhanallah, mashallah, such a beautiful wazifa for any types of pain. And that does bring us to the time for our segment, which is today's spiritual cure. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad.
Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, it's time for today's the wazifa of the day. Like always, alhamdulillah, this week's wazifa is also very special, well, good for everyone, all the viewers who are listening. So these kind of wazaif which are general for everything, inshallah azza wa jal, they'll be beneficial for everyone. So the wazifa for this time, today's program is protection from one Jummah to the next. So this wazifa you read, you recite this, and inshallah azza wa jal, you'll be protected from one Jummah to next. So next Jummah you recite again, inshallah azza wa jal, you'll keep getting protected. People do many things to have protection, maybe having security guards, different alarms at home, and different ways, and someone maybe has some sort of threats or any issues that they are fearing from. Read this wazifa, inshallah azza wa jal, you'll be protected from one Jummah to next. And if you make the habit of reading every Jummah this wazifa, inshallah azza wa jal, you will be in the protection. So the wazifa is simple. Most of the people, they know these surahs that you have to recite. So you have to recite Surah Al-Fatiha, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, this surah, Surah Al-Ikhlas, Qul Huwallahu Ahad, Surah Al-Falaq, Qul A'udhu bi Rabbil Falaq, and Surah An-Nas, Qul A'udhu bi Rabbin Nas. So these last 3 surahs of Quran and Surah Al-Fatiha. So you have to recite this after Jummah Salah 7 times. So 7 times recite these surahs, inshallah azza wa jal, you'll be protected from this Jummah to the next Jummah.
MashaAllah, such a beautiful wazifa. And like Usman Bhai is mentioning, that so many means that we go through in trying to find protection. Whatever problem it is, maybe somebody's got some enemy, maybe somebody's got fear that somebody's going to try to take his life, so maybe somebody's rich and he might get robbed. So we do means like, I think you mentioned quite a few things, but like for example, even like a guard dog. Sometimes we have a guard dog just, so nobody comes in our garden, so it protects us. We have an alarm installed. Obviously this costs money. We have CCTV cameras, etc. So we go through great lengths and we actually spend money to do this as well. But this beautiful wazifa that's been mentioned for today, alhamdulillah, which will protect one person from one Friday to the next Friday, so that you'll be protected all week. And if you put this into practice every week, then alhamdulillah, you'll be protected completely. Now, this protection I think is superior to all your CCTVs and your alarms and your guard dogs and maybe your bodyguards or whatever, because this protection is from Allah Azza wa Jal. So whatever it means, whether it's being protected by angels or whatever, but this protection is superior to all of the types of protections. Surah Al-Fatiha, either beginning of the Quran Pak and then the last 3 surahs, and you need to recite each 7 times, inshallah Azza wa Jal, Durood Sharif before and after, inshallah Azza wa Jal, and gain this protection totally free. Subhanallah. So somebody has sent in a message. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. When I go to bed, I find myself turning in the bed and I'm also inflicted with weird thoughts. So can you please give me a spiritual cure and make dua for me as well? May Allah Azza wa Jal remove this problem that you're going through. May Allah Azza wa Jal make it easy for you. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant you patience upon this suffering and difficulty that you're facing, and may Allah Azza wa Jal bring it to an end soon and also elevate your ranks as well. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'd like to ask if someone has cataract, whether it's black or white, can you give us a spiritual cure in regards to this? Also, can I request for you to do dua for me as well as my family? We are wanting to go on the blessed journey to do Umrah or Hajj. May Allah Azza wa Jal take you to Medina time and time again. May Allah Azza wa Jal take us all to Medina time and time again. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant us this sacred journey and we keep going and coming and going and coming. And may Allah Azza wa Jal give us our last breath in the beautiful city of Madinah Munawwara. Ameen bi jahi Nabil Amin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So we've got that cataract, yeah? Inshallah. Inshallah, not to worry. May Allah Azza wa Jal bring this to an end soon. Do remove your issues and problems by the means of sadaqah, of giving charity. So this is also a means of removing issues and problems. So do give in charity, whatever amount it doesn't need to be necessary that it's a large amount. Whatever that you can comfortably do donate in the way of Allah's will in the form of sadaqah.
There was a question regarding skin condition. So any skin condition, if someone is feeling any itchiness in their skin, so this wazifa inshallah Azza wa Jal would be very beneficial for them. The wazifa is a part of a Quranic ayah.
فكسونا العظام لحما ثم أنشأناه خلقا آخر فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين.
This part of ayah, recite this and then perform dam. So blow on the area of itchiness. So wherever you're having this issue on your skin, blow on there, do dam on there, inshallah Azza wa Jal, it'll help. And you could also perform dam on water and give the patient to drink, or he can do it himself and drink this water. So inshallah Azza wa Jal, this will be very beneficial in getting rid of any skin condition.
Yes, somebody's have a problem regarding sleep, insomnia, then I recite this ayah.
وَجَعَلْنَا نَوْمَكُمْ سُبَاتًا.
Just read this ayah and your sleep will be calmed down. Inshallah, try to make a habit whenever you go in the bed. Recite the first dua, which is Allahumma bismika amutu wa ahya. That's should teach the kids as well, so they can read regularly and then go in the bed. Inshallah, you will get sleep. Yes, regarding motia, cataract, somebody have an issue. If anybody have a problem regarding eyes, just listen, be very, very careful, inshallah. In the human body, the eye play a vital role. The only who knows the importance of eyes are the ones who have lost. The sight eyes are one of the best blessing of Allah. It is compulsory to look after our eyes, whatever, whether it is a black or a white cataracts, both have difficulties for the person who have it. Even the white or black, we call the white or black, but it's the same illness, but it makes it really difficult for the person. Recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim 3 times after each namaz and blow on your finger and rub over your eyes. This should be done for life. With this, you will be protected for loss or a sight and all types of cataracts. Just recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim 3 times. Blow on your finger after namaz. Just rub it lightly. Don't press it too hard. Just lightly, inshallah. With that, your all eye problem will get cured.
MashaAllah. I'd like to request a special cure for myself. And my cough is starting to get bad again. So, Ameen. So I thought if you give me a wazifa as well, inshallah.
Mostly people are going to have a trouble with the throat. Allah Ta'ala protect them. Recite 66 times I said La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah every day and blow on the patients. If you are obviously patient, you can ask somebody from home. So hopefully they're going to recite for you and blow it. Hopefully with that, inshallah, your cough will.
Let's move on to a few more questions that I've got here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to know a spiritual cure in regards to the problem of jaundice. These days, it seems that a lot of children, especially the newborn, are affected with this problem of jaundice. Is there any spiritual cure in regards to this, or any dua which will prevent from this happening, inshallah? So in regards to jaundice in children, okay. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have sprained my ankle. Can I please request a spiritual cure in regards to this?
If any children are suffering from jaundice, Pilia we call in our language. So Pilia, jaundice, recite Surah Fatiha 21 times with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim each time and blow on an onion. Get a small piece of onion and blow on that Surah Fatiha 21 times with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim each time and hang this around the children's neck. With this, the child will be cured, inshallah. Now, how are you going to put it on the around the neck? If it's an onion obviously too big, then it's really dangerous for the kids as well. But be very, very careful. If you don't want to hang it, wherever his child lie down, just put it around his face. Hopefully with that as well, inshallah, it will work.
So you can put it like, for example, the child is laying down, you put it on the side of the pillow, so
could be
the child is looking. So basically on the near the child. Anyway, place it near the child.
Why
so I think onion probably a bit difficult to put down.
I'll mention a little bit why I did say that. This is not in the wazifa written because you have to hang it. But I mention it why, because in this country, sometimes nurse comes at home and they checked child. So for that reason, obviously, if they seen the onion around the baby, it's going to be really difficult for the parents. For that reason, I said they just put it, because we have a small bed for the baby. So the baby is not going to move anywhere anyway. So the onion will stay in the near the baby.
Yeah, I mean, the onion can be a small size. So basically, you're just making it like an amulet, really, aren't you? Small size of onion. You probably paste something through it and thread it, so it's like a little necklace.
Yeah.
And if somebody was to do that, I don't think it's difficult, but anyway.
If they don't want to do that, I'll mention another one, inshallah. Spiritual cure, recite Ya Hasibu, Ya Hasibu, Ya Hasibu 300 times and do them on water and drink for 21 days. Inshallah, they will be cured from jaundice. But a small baby, obviously, they can't drink it. But when you give the milk, just put this dumb water in there and give it to them, hopefully with that, inshallah.
I think even a few drops. I think what you do is don't like take a large quantity of water and do dumb upon it, because obviously once that water is spiritualized, then you have to be careful. So you can't just pour it or throw it away anywhere. But even if, for example, the issue might be that the baby is breastfeeding, for example, so it's not a problem, because you do still give some water to the child, even if it's like the odd few drops. So then you can, even with like a dripper, you could give the odd 1-2 drops of the spiritualized water rather than normal water. So it still can be done. So don't spiritualize a large quantity of water, just a small amount. Perform dam upon it once, and then you can safe keep that. Put it aside in a bottle or something, and then from time to time when you can. And if it is the formula milk that you are doing, a little precaution there as well, because remember that when you make the formula milk for the child, sometimes you make it the child, because it's only a baby, they don't always finish it. And I don't think many adults think about that, let's not waste this and drink it themselves. I don't think many adults like to drink the formula milk, so they're going to throw it away. So now if you've made this formula milk and you're putting this spiritualized water in there, then there's disrespect there when you're going to throw this milk away. So however you do it, make sure it's only a small amount, and then you just put a drop or two, and then that way you save yourself from disrespect of the spiritualized water.
Subhanallah. Yes, a sprinkle ankle or sometime foot as well. We have over here is too many kids, especially they playing football. They really like to play, and sometimes obviously happens. Ankles are an important part of the body, and when we do injure them, then it becomes increasingly painful. So this is even the child or even older person, if they have issues like this, they are really painful. Recite Surah Mulk, Para 29, Ayat number 22.
أفمن يمشي مكبا على وجهه أهدى أمن يمشي سويا على صراط مستقيم.
Recite this and blow on the ankle or wherever you have obviously these issues. Inshallah, with that, your pain will get relief.
Just one more question that I just received. I'd just like to mention. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have a friend who's suffering from a swollen throat. Maybe he's suffering from tonsils, I'm not sure. Can I please request a spiritual cure so that the throat pain that they're suffering gets better? Also, if you can make dua for them as well. And if you can advise that if there any taweez which is available for this issue. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant your friend complete cure. May Allah Azza wa Jal remove this throat issue, the swollen throat that he's suffering through. May Allah Azza wa Jal safeguarding that he's not suffering from tonsils. Yes, there is tawizat available in regards to this. Jadil, but if you can, because we have got to the end of the program.
Yasin, ayat number 58, Salamun qawlam min Rabbir Rahim, and make this an amulet and wear it around the neck. Inshallah, all throat illness and swollen throat will be cured. Just small, obviously, ayat, just write it down on a paper, make a taweez and try to wear it. Inshallah, any type of throat issue or cough or anything will be cured, inshallah.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Jazallahu anna Sayyidana wa Mawlana Muhammadan sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, ma huwa ahlu. Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, grant us cure from all the illnesses that we are suffering. Remove our difficulties, remove our problems. Those who are tuned in on Madani Channel, Ya Allah, if they are facing any problems, remove them problems, any difficulties, any hardships they're facing. If somebody's finding it difficult to find a job, grant them ease to finding a good job, which is lawful. Ya Allah, if those who are suffering with any type of illnesses, problems, remove their illnesses, remove their problems. If anybody is so ill that they've been hospitalized, grant them complete cure, grant them a speedy recovery, and grant them that they return home as soon as possible to their family members. Ya Allah, accept all our du'as. Ameen bijahi Nabil Ameen sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, bihaqqi la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sadly, that does bring us to the end of the program. We will see you only on Madani Channel. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from. May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from.